I will teach you how to paint this hydrangea. Okay, the colors you're going to need are gonna be green, yellow, white. You're also gonna need purple, violet, and a magenta or a red or a pink color, whatever you want to use. Notice how I have an order on how I place the colors. Okay, I went from dark to light. The light is, and I'm gonna mix it with a little bit of white just so that it's not so loud. And I put it directly on the canvas because it's for the background. Make sure that you wet your brush a little bit and you just like go randomly. So it's kind of like mustard color, but then I'm toning it down a little bit with the yellow. Does it have to be like even? No, it is actually more interesting if the background is not even. If the background has like darker tones in some places than others, it actually makes it even nicer. Okay, just be messy. See? Okay, that looks good. Maybe I want to make it a little bit darker, so I'm just going to put a little of this purple. Just a little. Okay. And just do that. Okay, now I'm gonna get my dryer and I'm gonna dry it so that I can start painting. But always the first thing that you gotta do is paint the background first. I also like painting the edges. I just don't, oops, I don't know what that is. I don't like them to be white. So paint the edges. Okay. Okay, so now I start applying the darkest color that I have. There's no particular shape. I just thought about, okay, what does a hydrangea look like? And I made kind of like a half moon. So I did the darkest color first. Then I start mixing my colors, okay? So I have the violet, and then I have like a dark pink and a white. So what am I doing? I'm doing one, two, three, four. Okay, little flowers, because this is a big flower composed of smaller flowers. So it's like mix the colors, and notice how I just apply a little bit of each color on the brush. So here I ran out of paint, so I had to pour a little bit of more paint. It is better for you to be pouring the paint than to pour it at once, because if you do that, it starts drying out so quickly. So here I'm just doing 1, 2, 3, 4. Sometimes I just do 1, 2, 3 and do it randomly. You don't want to create a line, you don't want to create a circle, any geometric figures. You don't want to create a pattern. You just want to keep on going. So now I'm applying a little bit of more white on my brush. Also notice that I'm not cleaning my brush. I just keep on adding more paint to it. And the reason why I have dark on one side and then on this side is a little bit lighter is so that it can give the illusion of volume. If you have everything exactly the same color, it's just gonna look flat. So if you want it to look more three-dimensional, You need to add at least 3 colors to be able to accomplish that effect. So what I'm trying to do is cover the mess I made at the beginning, okay? How I painted it, la mancha que hice, you know, so that it has a background. Otherwise, it would look like they're floating. They need a background. So again, just take a little bit of each. Don't be afraid to take 2, 3, 4 colors on your brush. Don't be afraid to do that, because it actually makes a beautiful effect once you look at the petals individually later. So you see, it's coming out. It's coming out. I noticed that it was way too dark in the middle and I really don't want a line. So here I am putting some petals randomly. And I have some like sticking out so that it doesn't look so perfect. You don't want it to look perfect. You want it to look a little messy. A little messy. See, now the paint is very wet. And when you do that, then it starts, you start mixing the colors on the canvas, and then you start losing the definition of the petals. So I better stop with that. Now I'm gonna do the stem. What did I do? I mixed green, yellow, and now now it looks kind of fat on the side, so I wet my brush and I clean it so that I have a neater line. Those are the stems to hold the flower. And now I'm gonna do 2 leaves. Okay, very simple. You just make kind of like a wiggly line, then think of it as a heart, like you're making a heart. Then you just fill it in with any paint you got on your brush. So here I just mixed white, purple, yellow, and green. Oh, that looks ugly. No me gusta. Okay, I'm gonna have to redo. Yes, that's better. So I just do like a squiggle with my brush, and then look at how it just comes out. So easy. For that, you have to have a lot of paint on your brush. Otherwise, it's not gonna slide. There you go. Just put some white on it. Okay, it's just that simple. There it is, finished. In real time, it took me about 20 minutes. Look at the effect of the different colors on your brush. Look at how beautiful those petals look. It's a very simple project. Anybody can do it. I encourage you to do it. Thank you, guys. Adios. This is Miss Reyes.